And the third pass is basically starting from scratch. You open the Hopted sidebar, and here you have a button New Live Data Sync, which gives you
Mm.
basically a four-step process of creating your custom reporting.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, right now, Hopted supports three integrations: Amazon Seller Central, Amazon Vendor Central, and Amazon Ads profiles.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in the near future, we're planning to add Walmart, and next after the Walmart, Shopify.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, basically chances are your teammates are already using spreadsheets. So in this case, creating this custom reporting is a great way to feed live Amazon data into your already existing like templates, views. You're using spreadsheets. Um, Select an integration. I'll go ahead with Seller Central. Then select your stores. Ultimately, you can connect multiple stores. I have here only one store, but if you have multiple Amazon accounts, you can go ahead and connect them over here.
So for agencies, for example, because we have some agencies that might be watching, or like aggregators, also they can connect Amazon accounts of their customers, say, and then through Hopted for the bigger, we're going to talk about the pricing plans, I believe, in the end of the video, but for the bigger kind
Mhm.
of players who have maybe just sellers who have a lot of accounts, or agencies again, maybe with 5, 10 accounts, or aggregators with 15, 20. Again, they just connect them all here, they'll appear here, and then they'll just manage them all within like Hopted. Yes.
One Hopted account,
Yes.
correct? Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Agencies can connect. Basically, there is no limit on how many of Amazon stores you can connect, and
Hmm.
agencies can connect their clients' accounts
Hmm.
over here.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I'll go ahead and select the store. For this particular, I think demo, I'll go ahead and select on the UK because this account mainly is selling on the UK marketplace.
Hmm.
And yeah, this is a view showing you all supported reports that you're able to pull in your spreadsheets. So basically, if you see, most probably you see those familiar uh, Seller Central reports, because in the first step, if you remember, we've selected the Amazon Seller Central. Obviously, if at the first step, it would like if you select Amazon Ads accounts, there would be a different set of available reports related to Amazon Ads. But as
Hmm.
we selected Seller Central, we see familiar reports from Seller Central. Uh, yeah, for this particular demo, I think I will go ahead and select active listings reports. I'll pull, I don't know, my SKU. I can also search for it.
Hmm.
I'll pull the price of the product. So every attribute that we are selecting here will become a column in our spreadsheet. And then for each SKU, I'll go ahead and select, let's say, the business report, sales by traffic, and I'll select buy box.
Hmm.
Buy box percentage, I'll select my sales, and that's for 30 days. Next, I want to compare it with my, let's say, 14-day period. So I can select the same business report but for the 40 days and also get product sales for my 14 days.
Hmm.
Then I can go, for example, to restock inventory or yeah, and get my, let's say, total inventory, total units available currently on Amazon.
Alex, quick question, please.
Tell me.
The how far the data goes back, like say it's sales, like 14, 30 days, there might be, someone wants to compare 2023 Christmas to 2024 Christmas and see like how they did. I mean like Christmas like as let's say December.
Hmm.
So I'm just curious how far would it go?
Yeah, it's a great question. You have a flexibility of creating a custom data ranges. So you can go custom X days back. You can go custom months back, right? So you're not limited only to a few options that we've preset. You can also go multiple months ago back. So the look back period is basically uh, is limited by Amazon. As far as I know, it's 2 years, something like
Mm-hmm.
that, 2 or 3 years
Mm-hmm.
back,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the look back period.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Um, yeah. So I'd like your audience to notice how easily basically Hopted allows to combine information from totally like from three independent reports, right? We've took information from active listings, we've took information from sales traffic reports, we took for totally different ranges. We took information from restock inventory reports. That information normally lives in Amazon under its own report, right? And it's under its own marketplaces. So Hopted in the backgrounds gets that information and merges it together, processes into a single view, as we'll see. So I'll hit next. For now, this is an optional step. It allows you to filter out um, information and get just a set of data. For instance, if you'd like to see um, only items with a buy box, uh, for example, less or less than 90.9%, right? So you will get all active listings with a buy box less than 90%. I assume this demo account doesn't have that bad listing, so maybe I should change it to something like
Mm.
0.99.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But here you can create a, a, a conditions which allows you to
Mm.
filter out raws from your reporting.
You're saying, here's my
Yeah,
active listings, find me everything where I'm not 100% optimized, and let's optimize kind of.
yeah, correct,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
correct.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So th here, as Hopted, as like one of the main uh, advantages of Hopted, that it keeps your information in spreadsheet up to date with your Amazon account. And at this window, you are able to set the refresh refresh schedule. So the frequency, how often Hopted will update your information. We can go from as frequent as 5 minutes to something less frequent, like daily. You can get daily updates or maybe an hourly updates. I'm fine with, let's say, every 4 hours. So I'll select that one. Next, we'll have a nice overview of what we've created. What will this automated tab will contain? And yeah, I'll just go ahead and create this new thing. So as you can see, we are awaiting our initial data. Sometimes it takes a few moments for Amazon to populate to get our initial data. But typically it's pretty fast. It's happening pretty fast.
Alex, I wanted to ask you a little question while it's being populated. For example, we chose every 8 hours to get the data. Do we see when is the next data income like time for the next, like say
Hmm.
every 4 hours.
Uh,
So then we'll see it somewhere or kind of.
cool. Actually, well, it doesn't have that, but I think it's a wonderful feature request. So after our conversation, I'll go ahead into our a feature request system and I'll just log that because I think it's a wonderful to idea. We haven't thought about that. It's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I think because the reason I've asked is I've read this. I don't recall. I think it was like 50 startups or something book. I was in Poland when I was reading that. I was on a train, I remember. Anyway, and it said it talked about Uber there, and in Uber, if you're standing somewhere waiting for the car, you see where the car is and how long it takes to get to you. So you are less anxious, like maybe or something, or you're like, oh, where's the car? Where's the car? Like, oh, okay, it's in 2 minutes. Here's the picture of the car. Here's how it's moving. Here's how, like, to an extent where your brain is like fully seeing the path of when the car is coming. So yeah, just thought about it. But yeah, man, pretty cool. Yeah, I think it might be useful. Yeah. Mm.
Absolutely, totally agree. We do have a column that shows you the last updated time,
Okay.
so you are also aware
Mm.
when was the last update, and we can actually go ahead and edit that as well while we're waiting for the initial data. And over here, last changed. So this column over here under the custom source, last
Mm.
changed,
Hmm.
that will show you exactly the time when was the last update
Ah,
of the
yeah.
data.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There it is. Uh-huh.
We've seen that Hopted loaded the data based on our condition, where the byte box is less than 99%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh, Hopted basically live data sync works with your custom changes without blocking, um, infinite possibilities of customization. So we can go ahead and rearrange the columns. For instance, we can move them over here. Wait, sorry, not that far.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, we can move them. We can add the custom columns like you see the data still appearing
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
it still works. So we can
Nice.
write notes. We can format however we want. So still everything works as you would sorry, everything works as you would expect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So for instance, we can go ahead and say something like needs attention and assign this to someone like comment. I will sign like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, still we can even move. Yeah,
Alex, and the total units is what's in stock? What do we have in stock? What's that?
yeah,
Total
correct.
units. Yeah. Uh-huh.
The total inventory,
Ah,
all inventory that is available, shipped and reserved in fulfillment centrals.
if we hover over the also the metric, we can see what it is exactly. Okay.
Correct. We see what it is and from which Amazon reports it comes
Mm,
from. So
nice.
this particular total units comes from restock inventory report. So, for example, if we hover over here, we see that this comes from business reports, sales and traffic of your seller account.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when data basically refreshes, Hopted intelligently updates only the specific cells that needs to be updated. Yeah, Hopted allows you to create what are called calculated columns. So basically, these are new columns that are transformations or combinations of metrics or attributes from other columns. So it's easy to actually to create one. So you can just select a custom source and over here, click on a formula. Um, in this case, I want to create a calculated column showing me the value of my inventory if I'm going to sell it. So in this case, I'm going to use the total units multiplied by the price. And this will show me the inventory valuation, let's say like that.
Mm.
Let me save obviously none of the Amazon reports showing you this kind of metric, but yeah, as you've seen, it's pretty easy to create your own. It's limited by your
Mm-hmm.
imagination actually.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go ahead and save our changes to our sync and and see see the result. Let's wait a bit.
Mm-hmm. So is this price of the unit that we have, for example, of the co cost of goods or no, I think it's populating the price on Amazon and the total units we have in stock, like it's potential sales kind of. I understand.
Yeah, correct.
Right, so we can just use our imagination, as you mentioned, to create exactly what we need. So based on our problems as, say, private label sellers or maybe wholesale sellers, we have different metrics that we really care about. So, for example, we want to see the potential sales um, we might get from ex all the inventory we have. All right, so then we can base our, further shipments that we want to buy, like further like inventory that we want to buy, you know, somewhat based on that metric or what any other metric that, people might think of. We can combine them into formulas. And I guess to do these formulas, we can, again, maybe speak with AI to help us or just use our own brain kind of thing uh, to maybe kind of create the formula in a way to put it there because it can be really creative here. There's so much to do.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not limited. You can even, for example, it's a good idea, but maybe we can come up with some kind of a formula that's already also using an AI. So for that, let's do something interesting here.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and add the sync. We'll ask Hopted to bring an additional field, for example, product name.
Hmm.
So this is our title of our products. And then we can use a custom calculated columns, which uses an AI. For example, AI, let's see whether it works. I've never tried it. We can use a formula, an AI formula saying, let's work over this product name. Maybe we can categorize it or something. What's your ideas? What we can do with the product title? Maybe an improvement. We can ask an AI to improve it with the keywords, right?
Hmm.
Or what's your thoughts?
Or we would say we have a catalog of different brushes for painting. I'm here now in Bangkok. Recently, was doing some drawings. So maybe I'm selling 100 different types of brushes, but we have certain types
Okay.
of brushes, like maybe small brushes and big brushes. So we
Yeah.
have, so we can, for example, so let's try.
Okay, so we can ask an AI to come up with the labels because obviously this account, seller account, Amazon account doesn't sell the brushes,
Hmm.
but we can ask an AI to come up with tags based for for this particular
Hmm.
products, right?
Okay.
So yeah, Vova, actually it's a great idea of of showing how we can use AI with these calculated columns. So we can go ahead and say something like label stacks, enter AI, and create a prompt for AI. For example, uh, categorize this title with a single word as a label.
Mhm.
And we can include product name of the product name. Yeah, and see what will happen. All right. So we got the formulas here. Let's see the generate insights. Can actually select multiple. Okay, it's a lot of fields, but so that's why it's a little bit slow. But now it's on a Google Sheets site. That's why. Let's see for the first 25 products, what kind of labels have been created.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and as you said, as you
Mm-hmm.
proposed of creating these kind of labels, we got them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We can actually select the whole column and ask to refresh everything, but yeah, it has 200 cells limit, but it will
Mm-hmm.
slowly populate everything. And we can, yeah, we can go ahead actually and do it a little bit more prettier. So I'll just go ahead and format everything. And here I will create it as a drop down like that. And just like that, using these calculated columns, we've created a labels as you've proposed.